Hola amigos, bien ok. Saludos desde Medellín. Otro día bonito aquí hoy y también ah, muy bien esta tarde. Entonces, tema de hoy. Claro, porque nosotros casi terminé con nuestro proyecto de 90 días um, y nosotros también tiene oportunidad para revisar qué pasó durante este proceso, lo bueno o lo malo. Pero ahora, claro, es buen tiempo para pregúntate otra vez por tu por qué. ¿Por qué tú estás estudiando tu nueva lengua? ¿Por qué tú necesitas mejorar tu fluidez? Ese es el tema de hoy. So, here we go. Hello again from Medellin. Another marvelous day. We're a bit late here with the camera, but really has been splendid. It's a very nice evening. Okay, we've come to the end of the 90 days now. We're about 95, 96 in, I think. And we had a chance to look at how well we did during the process, things that worked, things that we could improve. But I think really now to reflect on what I was thinking about today is just remind yourself why. What was your why at the start of the process? What was your why? Why are you studying your new language? What's the reason you need it for? Could be practical, it's for my job, it's for my holiday. Could be more emotional in the sense that it's your decision you've taken to do it for a different project, something else you want to do. Or it could be like in my case, here I am living in a Spanish-speaking city, so if I don't learn Spanish, I'm missing out. So it's time to remind yourself of that because we still have a long way to go. I hope by now all of us feel confident that we can communicate in our new chosen language, so we can talk more confidently with new friends we meet, near enough any circumstance really, perhaps not even the ones we normally prepare, perhaps just randomly, we can still deal with new and possibly complex conversations. But as well as that, is to remind yourself why, because it's going to help you in the future, because we still have work to do so we can be more fluid in each of these interactions. Because clearly there's times when we got our message across, but it wasn't quite what we expected, had to repeat it, maybe we didn't quite understand the question we were asked. That's not a bad thing because we're still learning, but it's just to remind ourselves that it is a bit of a process. 90 days is good to get us focused, but we are going to need to keep up our part of the bargain. We're going to need to keep up our part of the practice, and bit by bit we will improve. Now obviously some of the things we've looked at in the last couple of months, probably there are some of the techniques there to help us that you might find more useful than others. So maybe for you the reading's easier or more productive, or maybe you prefer listening to the podcasts, or just doing like flashcards or shorter memory sort of tricks, those kind of thing. So for each of us, a little bit different, depending on our time pressure, what are the working days like, how much space we got in our day. But it's still something not to lose contact with. So ideally, yes, we can go back to that, making some proper space in our day to keep up proper practice, and be very mindful of things we're trying to improve. On those days when it's not working so well, or we're a bit more distracted with things, hopefully we still have time, at least perhaps to listen to something in the new language to help us stay in contact with it. But in all cases, as long as we remember our why, we have some way of refocusing our mind on that, and that's the good reason we're doing this. Hopefully it's our reason, not someone else's. Then really we know that the time we put into it ultimately is going to help us out. I mean, for me, I have this marvellous city to thank for my inspiration. So the better I get, the more I can enjoy living here. So that's the thought for the day. Remember your why. Rephrase it if you have to. Refocus it. Keep it in mind, because we have a long way to go yet. But it's going to be okay. Cheerio for now.